Hello everybody, welcome back to HRL Season 14 Cup here on racetrack number 6, Portorosso SX, at least in terms of the way it looks, the Monaco GP equivalent, or well, at least the Monaco race equivalent on Halo 5. The heats are completed and we are now ready to go with our 11 driver lineup for Moto 1 here on Portorosso. Here is the grid. Starting on pole, we have StandbyLuke, followed by Fireball, who both won their respective heats. Then Detail, Pancake, Roman, Soul Reaper, Slaunch, Apex, Vulcan, Armada, and then Hunter. Not bringing up the rear because it's all gate start, obviously. But he obviously gets last choice on gate pick. Soul taking the far right, and looks like Vulcan next to him. I can see Pancake there. Slaunch and Roman taking the middle slots. Not many people choosing to go for the left-hand side. Hunter on the far left. Gate is up. It is only 10 laps for Moto 1. As one driver is struggling to get back in his goose here. Is he going to be able to get back in time before the gate drops? He's really struggling right now. He does manage to get back in. I think it might have been either Luke or Detail. And we're all ready to go. Gate drops. Race underway at Portorosso. Is everyone going to get through the beach section clean? Just about, yes. Better than what we saw in heat number 1. What about up the stairs? Yeah, equally just as clean. Hunter making a few moves around the outside. Roman, the map creator. Oh my god, what's happened here to Soul? He's going up the wall. He's trying to paint the wall red with blood from his goose. Someone spins out in the tunnel. We go into the big jump. Roman completely bombs the big jump. Hunter cased it and spun out. Chaos on lap number 1. We might have to get a replay to see all that action right off the bat. Who's leading out the front here? Oh, people are just crashing left and right. So people spin out. Somebody, Pancake, I think that was, just made a double pass into second. Your race leader, I presume it must be Luke. Yeah, I think that's Luke. Pancake, Detail, and then a ton of drivers all close to each other. Back markers here. Roman, the map creator, struggling at the back right now. So let's take a look at this race start. Soul actually, well, he had a reasonably good start. You know, still in a good position at the minute. But what on earth happens here? That must have just been lag, because he just drove head first into the wall. And then further up the field, we then had, I think it was Slaunch we saw spin out. And then Roman just completely missed the side of the giant jump, and that allowed, even for how bad Soul's crash was, that allowed Soul to get past him. That was just absolute chaos. And then what happened here on this corner coming out of the train station? Ah, it just hits the inside wall. A simple mistake to make. Was that Vulcan actually? Vulcan with a brilliant start actually compared to his heat result. Was it Vulcan? It was Vulcan. He was in second place. And then it all just went horribly wrong for him. I mean, still in a decent position, but, you know, dropping down the field right now. As the leaders go on to lap number 2, Soul, already past Roman, is now caught up to the rest of the pack and is challenging to see if he can gain more positions. Vulcan going backwards. Can he get out of this slump? Hunter with a brilliant move up the hill there, but the big jump has been the bane of his existence. He hits it clean enough, and then almost gets tail whipped by another driver in front of him. What the bloody hell happened here? Who's this? Is that Apex? You know, I got to be honest with you. If there's one person I really struggle with when it comes to recognizing the armors, it is Apex. I think almost every race I've done so far of this, I've always said, and we got this guy. Who's that? Oh, this must be Apex. Because Apex wears the most bland white coloured armour that, like, every time I see him it's just like, okay, we got this guy, who's this? side-by-side battle here going on between Hunter and... Is this Armada? Hunter makes the move on him. Hunter trying to move up the field a little bit here. SX, not his strong suit, as I've always said. You know, finished last in the heats and took the last starting position on the gate, but had a pretty solid start here and is moving up the field. Of course, the big question for him is consistency. Can he continue to hit the jumps, especially this big jump? Oh no! Opix spins out and then takes Roman with him into the tire. Roman's carrying Opix! Oh, that is rough. That is real rough. And I don't know if Roman likes it rough, but I'm not sure if Opix does after that little shunt. I don't know if Hunter made a mistake, because now he's got Soul behind him. Or maybe this is just Hunter making a mistake and Soul's caught up to him, because there was a bit of a gap to Slaunch, but now Slaunch has obviously lost that gap with his rollout. As we go on to... we're about to go on to lap number 4. Let's do a bit of onboard action for a little bit. Pancake in the lead, Luke in second, so positions reversed there from how they went in the heats. Well, I mean, actually positions as they were during the heats, and then Luke obviously got the pass done on Pancake during the heats to take pole position. He's got Detail behind him. Detail trying to put some pressure on Luke, and then a big gap back to not Vulcan. Fireball in 4th place. I feel like I've said almost nothing about Fireball during this track so far, but you know, Vulcan's still going strong in 5th. He's got let's have a look. Is Detail going to be able to line up a move here? Not quite. Opix leading this giant pack right now, trying to get away. Oh, Hunter's made a move on Opix actually. Or is Opix... Oh, no, sorry, Opix was behind. So Opix has made a move on Soul actually. And actually the backpack is all caught up with each other, because Roman is now managed to get past Armada and is right on the tail of the rest of these drivers. So, you know, one simple mistake from anyone, Hunter, Soul, Opix, and they could go from being in the position they're in all the way to last place, depending on how bad it is. Pancake still holding on to the lead, and it looks like he's opened the gap a little bit on Luke. Where is... here is our man in 5th place. 6th place, sorry, Slaunch. Far behind, well, far ahead of the rest of the pack, but not near Vulcan at all to challenge him. Who on earth was that? Is that... Oh, you know what, that was Hunter. Stupid question. Armada struggling at the back right now in this 11-man field, trying to see if he can pressure Roman into a mistake. That is Roman, the map creator, in 2nd to last right now. Roman trying to line up a move on Opix. Him and Soul were battling with each other, going around the graveyard section as Armada kisses the wall and loses a lot of time to Roman. That's probably going to be adios for Armada's chances at the minute. Vulcan doing a pretty good job right now, it has to be said. SX, I've said it before. We talked about it when we raced on Penitentiary. SX, arguably Vulcan's strongest suit. He's almost the polar opposite to Luke. Well, to Luke? To Hunter. He's, you know, Hunter, the Brit, has... you know, massive struggles with consistency, hitting the lines lap after lap after lap on SX. Vulcan is the complete opposite. He can find the lines and he can continuously hit them. Didn't work out for him in the heats so much because he was battling with Hunter for last place in the heats, but in the motos right now he got a good start, avoided the trouble, and to be honest is racing a pretty lonely race at the minute, but I don't think he's going to be too disappointed with that, because he is comfortably in 5th place at the minute as we go on to lap number 7. Let's take a look at Fireball, see how his progress is going on. I mean, he can see Detail, but it's still such a huge gap. It's going to take a humongous mistake from Detail for Fireball to catch up. Looks like Luke is slowly starting to cut the gap on Pancake. These 4 drivers, Pancake, Luke, Detail, and Fireball, as I said in the last race on Lockar Ayark, easily the 4 contenders in the championship this season. They have been almost untouchable. You know, we've seen a few drivers, including Vulcan, take podiums in one of the motos, but in terms of the overalls and the championship standings, these 4 head and shoulders above the rest. To such an extent that actually the only driver who's managed to finish in the top 4 overall at the end of a race that's not one of these 4 drivers that I've mentioned, only other driver to do it is Apex, when he took 3rd place overall on his own racetrack, actually, on Clarion Ring. Every other racetrack, the top 4 overall has been taken by the same 4 drivers, except for Apex on Clarion Ring. That just shows the consistency that these 4 drivers have shown throughout the entire season. They are the 4 drivers to beat in this season. But of course, there have been plenty of inter-battles between the 4 of them themselves during each race. Not really working out for Fireball right now, with the gap quite far back in 4th, you know, not close to the front 3. But Fireball's taken his fair share of wins. I think he's got 3 wins, including a win last time out on Lock on the GP. Detail, I'm not actually sure how many wins Detail has had so far this season. Pancake and Luke obviously have been the pace setters. Luke now with the lead in the championship after Pancake's strong start. But Pancake is in the position right now to fight back, leading this race. Let's see if we can look at Luke first. In fact, you know, let's actually have a quick look at the back markers here. Hunter trying to chase down Slaunch. It looks like the gap has been cut a little bit, and Vulcan's not far behind either. Is that Vulcan, actually? Oh no, it's not Vulcan, it's Soul. Soul must have made moves, but whatever moves he did make, he just undid them with that mistake on the big jump. So that must have been Soul very briefly in the top 6. Unfortunate for him, as Pancake moves on to the final lap. White flag. Can he lead it out one last time ahead of Luke? Making his way into the cave. One last run over this big jump, all about how you come out of the tunnel and get your speed up, which they have both done effortlessly. Detail also handles it nicely. Luke tries to make the same move up the inside he did in the heat, but he is not close enough to Pancake. Pancake hits the railway line, the first railway lines nicely. Can he hit the second one just as nicely? Yep. And he gets the exit nicely as well, though Luke keeps his foot on the gas a little bit more, cuts the gap a tiny bit more. Is he going to be close enough to go for a dive? Don't think he is. Pancake playing it safe, rolling over. Luke can't hit it cleanly enough. It looks like it's Pancake's to lose as he comes around the final corners. And down the final straight, Pancake is going to take the win on Moto 1. Luke in second. Detail in third. And then that gap back to Fireball. What about the battle for fifth, though? We saw how close Vulcan, Slaunch, and Hunter were. But it looks like Vulcan has pulled... Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't Vulcan, it was Sol. Vulcan pulls away clear in fifth. My God, this is a huge gap that Vulcan had on Slaunch. Slaunch is in 6th. Hunter is going to take 7th. Sol is going to take 8th. And then another huge gap back to Roman, the map creator, struggling on his own track. That's a big fat rip. Coming home in 9th. So at least it's a single digits finish. Apex in 10th. And then Armada... blaming Roman for his bad track, coming home in 11th. There is your race results once again, as I just said. Pancake with the win and in the prime position for that overall. But Luke is right on his tail, just as he has been throughout the entire championships. Vulcan and Hunter actually take the hard. Well, Vulcan gets the hard charger overall because he finished higher in the race, but both of them gained 4 positions on that. You know, improving off of their poor heat result. Whereas Roman goes very far back from his heat result. That is Roman, the map creator. We'll see you guys again for Moto 2.